Hello and welcome to the first episode of my Java development series. Today I'm going to show you how you can set up your computer so you can compile and run your Java programs. Well, the first thing we have to do is download all the necessary software. We'll start with the Java development kit and the Java runtime. Well, basically the Java Development Kit is a program which enables you to compile your Java source code. And basically a compiler, if you don't know, a compiler is a program which transforms source code into another computer language, which is often referred to as objects code. So basically the compiler transforms that code which we have written. It transforms it into code which can be interpreted by our computer, or in the case of Java, the Java virtual machine. So the next thing we have to get is the Java runtime, which is also often referred to as the Java virtual machine. And as I said before, the Java virtual machine basically can execute Java bytecode. So you can download both these programs by clicking these download buttons. Don't take any notice of the server Java runtime because that's something completely different. You basically click on the download button, you select which version you want to download, you accept the license agreement, and that's basically it. You do the same with the Java runtime. So after you've downloaded your Java development kit and the Java runtime, we need something with which we can actually program our Java applications. Well, we could do it just by writing the source code in a normal text editor like Notepad or Notepad++, and then we could just compile the source code. We could compile it manually by doing it in the terminal, or by doing it in, if we're on Windows, doing it in the command line. But there's a better solution to that, because writing programs in Notepad or in our text editor isn't actually recommended, because you can make a mistake, like you forget to place a semicolon at the end of the line, or you forget a dot or something, whatever. And then when you compile your source code, when you compile it, then you get an error, a warning, and then sometimes it can be very difficult and very frustrating to actually find out what you did wrong, and it takes a lot of time. So that's why people use something known as integrated development environments, or IDEs. IDEs basically tell you when you make a mistake. I don't know how to show this to you, but when you make a mistake in your code, it is actually underlined in red, and that means that you've kind of done something wrong in your source code. So basically it's much easier, much quicker to actually get your program to program your application. It's just easier and quicker. And basically there are a lot of IDEs, integrated development environments, available on the internet, or and some of them are like NetBeans, IntelliJ IDEA, JCreator. But in our tutorial series, we're going to be using, in my opinion, the most powerful IDE, which is called Eclipse. Eclipse also, in my opinion, is the most popular IDE. We can see it by the how many times it's been downloaded, over 2.5 million times here. Also, really, that's quite a lot. So, in my opinion, this is the best IDE you can get. Um, you can see that a lot of versions of Eclipse available which serve different purposes, but in our tutorial we're going to be using the Eclipse standard. It's at the very top of the page. Yeah. And then you just select which version you want to get, the Windows 32-bit or the 64-bit. It depends on what operating system architecture you've got installed. Either it's 64 bits or 32 bits. That differs from operating system, which operating system you've got installed. Yeah, and then you just select from which mirror you want to download Eclipse. And yeah, after you download Eclipse, you'll get a zip file. Well, logically, to use Eclipse, you have to unzip your zip file. Well, I've already done that. So let's just open up Eclipse. And yeah, we've got a nice set of files here. And what we want to actually turn on is... okay, what we'll actually want to use is the eclipse.exe file right here. So we'll just want to turn that on now. Yeah. Eclipse actually, I read some opinions about Eclipse, and some people said that Eclipse uses quite a lot of RAM, memory. So, yeah. And here, this important step of setting up Eclipse, we have to select a workspace. Well, basically, as it says here, a workspace is a folder which stores all of your projects. Because if you didn't know that, you can create projects in Eclipse for your different programs. Okay, I'm making this way too simple right now, but okay. So basically, we want to select where we want to store our projects. I'll just leave it as it is in my workspace folder. You can basically select any folder anywhere, it doesn't make any difference. So next we can click OK, but there's also this option that we set this as default and do not ask again. Well, as it says, well, if we tick this, then it won't be asking us every time we turn on Eclipse to set our workspace. So yeah, we'll just click OK, and Eclipse will start up. I'll just load off the necessary files and packages. Yeah, so congratulations, we have managed to set up Eclipse. Well, this is basically a bit boring right now because we've just got a blank window with a package explorer and something, whatever. Yeah. So in the next tutorial, I'm going to show you how to create a project, and we'll actually program our first program in Java. So thanks for watching my tutorial, and I'm looking forward to seeing you in the next episode. Goodbye.